right. What's up, guys? It's Mike Frank with Frank Oliver and Company coming to you live, getting ready for the new year. Obviously, I'm super excited, ready for the ball to drop, and talking a little bit about what's happened in the last couple of weeks. You're going to be thinking things about your own home, your own experience, and setting some new goals for 2022 and what that looks like. I want to give a big shout out to one of my past clients, Mark Antelman. It was a holiday, it was a wet, snowy day, and I remember posting something a couple years back about this exact same topic, talking about building their New Year's goals. And Mark sent me a quick message and said, you know what, I'd like to buy a house this year. And Mark bought a great house that back then, we're talking about 6 years ago, maybe 7. I think it was about 6 years ago Mark bought his house. He spent $374,000 on his first home purchase, which obviously was a big deal. But for what he purchased, that home today is worth about $480,000. What a great investment into his future, plus the past 6 years of paying off his debt. So for those of you that are thinking about setting some New Year's goals, here's a couple ways that we know that you're ready to upsize your home. The first one is your family is growing. And of course, as your family is going to be growing, you're going to need more spaces. And if not more space for you and for your family, certainly for those people that are going to be coming to stay with you, whether it's friends or extended relatives or otherwise. The next is you're just feeling cramped. All in all, you're in your small spaces, whether it's an apartment or a first home, you're looking for a little bit more space to spread your wings and share your space with your loved ones. Speaking of that, we got clutter. Declutter, right? If people haven't already, that should be on your New Year's resolution. Declutter, it's on mine. It should be on everybody's New Year's resolution list. Get rid of stuff that doesn't matter. But a lot of people just don't know how, or they can't find the space to move the clutter that they have into a more suitable location. And so that's one of the reasons that people will upsize to get a little bit more space. Now, you might be thinking you want a little bit more space for your pet. Your pets and your newfound friends from the holiday season are going to need a little bit of outdoor space. So maybe a yard or moving closer to a park or a school is going to give them a little bit more space, especially for maybe some smaller pets like kids, right? They need their space too. So something else that people often think about in this time of year is that they can now afford something. They've been chasing after it since the beginning of COVID, that raise or that promotion, that new job opportunity. And they can now afford, based on their moving up in their career, their monthly payment is in a good position, and they can really afford to take that step for themselves and for their family. And that's definitely something that they want to take advantage of. Low interest rates and the values that we have today aren't going to stay forever. So taking advantage of it now is a good opportunity to move up. Another thing, number 6, is going to be the ability to entertain. And I know this is going to be foreign to you, but a lot of you probably entertained over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and you've seen just how tight your spaces are. So people are often looking for more space, more kitchen space, more living space, more dining space. Because, I mean, if you're looking for more space, you're looking for larger furniture. That little 2-seater table isn't really going to cut it for you in the long run. You're going to need more like 6 or 8 people if you're going to grow your family, and you're certainly going to do that entertaining. I mean, I know for our Friendsgiving, we've got 3 tables back to back to back, and that wouldn't be possible without Beth's awesome house for a Friendsgiving. So next thing that people talk about a lot is they want to move into a better school district. With their kids growing, with their getting into a position that they're going to be going into school or going into the next level school, they want to get into a better school district, someplace that's going to fit their needs for the long run. And maybe they're just looking for number 8, which is private spaces. There's just not enough private space in your current home. You want a little bit more of it? You got to upsize. We talked a little bit about number 9, the bigger pieces of furniture, so you can do that entertaining. But if you want to have larger furniture, you just have a larger house. And the final thing, number 10, is going to be that you're repairing things constantly. We're not just talking about repairs. We're talking about improvement, right? So perhaps you need a second refrigerator for your family. So now you have a refrigerator shoved into the dining room because your kitchen's not large enough for the needs. Or perhaps you just need an extra parking spot in that garage or that parking pad that you have in your house for the safety and security of your family. You need a little bit more space because you're doing these small improvements and small repairs to make the space work for you, but you're doing it constantly. Nothing about your current space is fitting your needs in the long run, And that's a sign that you need to spend time now getting ready to upsize in the next 3 to 6 months. While we do have these great rates and you can afford it, this is something that you should be talking with your mortgage lender, your real estate professional, and obviously your financial planner in the new year. So take some time, set some New Year's resolutions, don't be late to the game, and talk to us if you have any questions. You can always reach us by a quick PM or a DM. If you haven't already, subscribe to the link below and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.